Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Fuller Broadcast 24/7 Sports News, live interviews, media coverage. I have a show coming up tonight in the next couple of weeks. Tonight, we will have Sheena Starr on our show tonight. I'd like to welcome my co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz.
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. Just getting tired of this freaking train going by because it keeps knocking my internet down.
Damn train.
I know. I'm like telling my wife we need to go, stand in front of the train, stop them for a few minutes, you know.
Right.
Right now we're just waiting for Sheena. So, how was your good weekend? Did you watch any fights or anything?
Good. No, I didn't. I was spending with the family and stuff. You know, traveling back and forth. You know, but yeah, I just spent with the family. I was gonna try to catch the Frankie Edgar's fight, but you know he won, so that's good. Let's go, Team Renzo Gracie.
Anyway, I know my Braves are playing you guys tonight, so
Say who?
I want to give a big shout out to Steve Tyson right now and KC for making the logo, and Steve Tyson and his wife making this shirt right here.
Nice.
I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get some more shirts. We can send them out to the fans out there, and we'll go from there. So we have some good fights coming up this week, and especially September 1st. What is it? The Contender Series with Dana White.
Ah, yeah,
and he's got a guy that we just interviewed last week, getting ready to go on there, try to fight a contract coming up. So
nice.
Let's give him a shout out, get him get ready to fight next week, so he can win a contract. So
nice. Bring that W.
All right, let's see what's going on with Sheena. I don't see her anywhere. She says she can't remember her password. So good luck with that one. So I've learned a lot recently. So if you guys want to look on my page right now, let me give you this website for Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame. If you guys go to www.barenuknucklefoxinghallofFame.com, look on their website, and they give you a bunch of details of their belts, info about the past, present, and the future, what's going on. Scott Burt's got a lot of things going on with Bare Knuckle.
Busy guy.
He's making for September 11th. Yeah, he is. I appreciate him, what he's doing for them. So he's doing a great job with the medals and everything. So guess who's coming on?
Oh,
here's Miss Puma.
What the fuck?
Whoa, Sheena? Here?
She heard her name.
She
looked like she wasn't ready.
Yeah, they're talking about me. What's going on?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me good? Can you?
Clearly.
Super awesome. Well, I got this super high-tech little ball mic here, man. I mean,
what the hell is that? Oh my god.
It looks like the little training droid thing from Star Wars.
Government.
I don't know.
That's a mic?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude, it's great. It's a 360.
Hey,
it doesn't matter.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Oh no, this is a good mic. My friend bought a super good mic for their kid for online schooling and shit. Well, he got a couple of them, and they like this one better. Another one better, so they sold me this one used. So super awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
Fucking A right. I'm all about buying used shit.
Hey, listen, if it works, it works.
Fucking A right, man.
Well, that's good. So it took me a while to get you on my show.
It's Sheena. What's your text, bro? Hello.
It took me a while to get you on here.
She's not just anybody, bro. She's Sheena, okay? It's gonna take, I mean, it's not gonna be that easy, okay, buddy?
Oh, you guys are funny. Well, we have scheduling conflicts. I was in the middle of moving. Or like super pandemic, this and that, and then like the scheduling,
Crazy.
it's like, oh my god, you know, and then like, oh, missed it, and then you like pop on and have a show, and I'm like, I'm doing nothing, I'm like sitting in my bedroom with my thumb in my ass, like, bro, bring me on, what the fuck, you know? You come on and you know,
here you are.
have a good show. See, there we go. Well, fucking good shit. So how you guys doing tonight? What's going on? What's going on in the full broadcast world besides shitty internet and fucking trains going by every 30 minutes?
That's cool as strong. I'm good over here.
I'm good over here too.
Last week, I'll tell you, last week was awful. It's like I had a good interview going, and all of a sudden the trains just start going by, and my show just kept buffering. And they were looking at me like,
what's going on?
So you live so close to the train tracks. Do you like put shit on the train tracks to flatten them and like keep them? Like I remember being a kid, we put like bottle caps and nickels and quarters and toys and whatever the fuck we could find, and you know, get flattened out by the train, and you know, there was like our own little keepsake shit. It's freaking awesome.
So tell us a little about you. So when did you start with CUTMAN and being a bare knuckle? How did you get started with fighting?
Yeah, you know, it's the thing is with CUTMAN is I was self-taught at first. A lot of CUTMAN are, you know, I mean, there isn't a school or an academy or somewhere where you can go to learn how to fucking do that job. You know what I mean? And I already came from a medical background, and there wasn't any CUTMAN where I lived. There was like one.
No way.
So no, yeah, and he quit like years after. So I guess when I got after I got sick, I had cancer years back, and I wasn't able to compete really good. I mean, it's kind of why my MMA record sucks a little bit, but that's a different story. But I wanted to learn how to do all these different things, you know what I mean? So I shadowed a doctor for a little bit, and you know, learned, you know, the basic first aid, you know, and you know, just be in live combat sports. And then I used to go to Invicta, and I'd shadow Stitch, and he was the nicest, awesome, best teacher. And I mean, he would everything from rolling my own swabs to, you know, doing stuff and then explaining why he did it, and then I'd ask him questions, and you know, he explained the right way to do things, the wrong way to do things, and then from there it was kind of like a learning process. You know, it was a learning process, and especially working with him too, which is awesome because he'll give you little tips throughout the night. Like, hey, you did a great job on this. You worked a little bit too hard. This is how to do it easier next time. You know what I mean? So, and I just adore him, and you know, just working years with him, and I got his recommendation. That took a while, but I mean, it's super cool. You know, I was just reading some comments. Graham Prue, I love you guys, and I love Katie too. And tell her I said hi, and I love her. You know, the best. As far as a bare knuckle goes,
we love you too.
Oh, aren't you so sweet? But as far as bare knuckle goes, Tony Lopez. I've known Tony Lopez for 900.
I do.
Forever. I've known Tony Lopez forever. Well, I used to travel with Tony. I used to corner Tony. Not only do I make a good corner coach, but I double as a CUTMAN everywhere he goes. And we all know Tony Lopez. Cool. I mean, Tony's got, you know, so many MMA fights, and not all these like pro MMA promotions and whatnot would always have a CUTMAN. So I would double as both of them. And MMA, I'm undefeated in Tony Lopez's corner as far as MMA.
Nice.
And we've championships. I mean, fucking everything.
Wow.
I mean, we killed everybody, you know. And then in bare knuckle, I mean, the only losses we've ever had are to decision. Tony Lopez has never been finished in a bare knuckle contest.
Holy shoot! Yeah. He's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. We interviewed him once, and he's a sweetheart, man. He's just a gentle giant. He's a very gentleman of the sport, and he's a warrior, man. He's a warrior. If you're gonna fight him, you better be ready, because it's gonna be a fight, you know.
Yeah, they call him the gatekeeper. We used to have this joke: if you want to go to the UFC, don't fight Tony Lopez and lose. But if you want to go to the UFC, fight Tony Lopez because he's the gatekeeper.
Right,
and if you
right.
fight Tony Lopez and you lose against Tony Lopez, don't worry because you still go to the UFC.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
If you don't want to go to the UFC, beat Tony
Don't fight
Lopez
him.
because they fucking never put him on there, man. You know, like I remember we were supposed to fight. We were Roy, big Roy Country, big fucking
Nelson,
country at
Nelson.
Nelson at Bellator.
Roy Nelson, yeah.
We were supposed to go over to the UK and do that fight as a last minute fill in, and we couldn't get his visa in time. It was
Damn.
Oh, it was stupid. It was, but we could have, but we didn't have it right away. I'm like, who the fuck has a UK visa just sitting around their house?
Right, nobody. What
the fuck is that?
No, I agree.
Yeah. So no one ever ended up fighting that guy, but when Tony went to bare knuckle, hey, I'm going with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And then I got to know, Feldman and Nate Shook and a lot of the fighters, and that's how I really got my introduction to, not only the sport of bare knuckle, but the staff and the promotion,
right.
Bare knuckle fighting championship. So I really owe it to Tony Lopez, because if it wasn't for Tony Lopez, I probably wouldn't be talking to you guys right now.
Right.
Be where I'm at. So
yeah, I mean, such an awesome story you have, Sheena. But a lot of people don't know that. Okay, before this, you were an MMA fighter. You know what I'm saying? So whether your record is good or not, don't matter. You still was an MMA fighter. You know what I'm saying? So you have experience in and outside the ring.
Everything.
A lot of CUTMAN don't do. A lot of CUTMAN or women don't have at all. So that brings you in that world. That brings you.
Jacob
that brings
Stitch
you to,
told me that I am the only professional that has competed and done that at the same time.
There you go. Because that's unheard of. You know what I'm saying? You guys or girls. You know what I'm saying? So that's half off for you. That you could combine that experience of being a fighter and outside the cage. Very unique. Very unique.
It makes I believe I do that job a lot better because of my experience. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been there in between rounds, like when they're tired, they're exhausted. I know where they've been at, because I've been there.
You can relate. You can relate.
Exactly. And and like you were saying, like, oh, your record and this and that.
Don't matter.
Only in America, really, do they really put a big emphasis on your record.
The record, right? Yeah, nobody else can.
If you go to Russia or Thailand or anywhere else, it's not what's your record. It's how many fights you have.
Right,
it's how many times you've been in there.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's right.
No matter what you competed. Not all of us are gifted.
Europe is like that. Europe is like that in South America. You could be 5-10. They don't say you suck because a lot of fighters have come back. A lot of fighters have come back from having a bad record. Not only have come back to become champions. So you can never put somebody down because he has a bad record, because you never know.
Oh, for sure.
I know that.
I never want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So I noticed that a lot of good fighters come out of Thailand. There are a lot of USA fighters go out there and fight in Thailand, and a bunch of tournaments they have out there before the COVID-19 hit. Do you think some of that experience out there fighting these fighters coming back here helps them?
Quite honestly, most people go out there to get their records padded, and then they come back home.
That's
right. To make more money. Yeah, they do this. They'll do the same with Mexico. But as far as the diversity goes, and fighting overseas and fighting in a different unfamiliar environment, I mean, that's good. I mean, there's always a different experience, no matter what it is really. Whether you're fighting at some tiny ass reservation at some low budget shit show, or you're fighting for Ryzen, going over to Tokyo, Japan, fighting in front of 38,000 people. You know what I mean? Live. And I've done both of those. So
See, the difference is when you fight. See, the difference is when you fight in Europe or Thailand or Asia, because the fighting sport is so big. You could be the most sucky fighter in the world and still bring a crowd, because it's not you, it's the fans like the fighting. Period. Okay, and down south, that South America is like that. People just, no matter your record, if anything, a lot of people go over there and fight a couple of bullshit guys. You know, say, oh yeah, I got a three win record streak. Come over here to make a name for themselves. But who they fought? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Until they fight American fighters who are more brand and better trained, and they get beat up. You know?
Right. And then there's always bad matchups. There's last minute stuff.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
and then
So you never know.
It's whatever. I never judge anybody on their record.
You can't.
I never do, man. We're all people.
That's right.
We all gotta, look out for each other, stick with one another. Who fucking cares what your record is? You know what I mean?
That's right.
I mean, just not that long ago, we watched the 500 MMA dude, beat the crap out of the multi-time world champion boxer, that just wasn't humble at all the entire time, and Arden's just like, okay, motherfucker, I'm gonna rush and stomp the shit out of your Jersey Shore ass, and we watched that shit, didn't we?
Hey, So I want to ask you. So who's that girl that you've been trying to fight lately? Ashley, what's her name?
That Gambino girl. You know what? They ruined their chance. It's and then the pandemic hit, and it was stupid. I mean, we're already set to go, and then they were just being unprofessional freaking dickweeds. I mean, I know you got your kid on your lap there, and I always try to watch my mouth with littles. You know what I mean? I'm a mama too, so I get it. But like her husband sending threatening message to the only athletic commissioner that would approve her, wife, Alita. I don't know if you guys know Alita. Oh yeah, sending Alita crap. And then posting on the bare knuckle page, just being rude and calling out Feldman, being an asshole to him. Whatever. Telling off, people like Chris Lau, that's, MMA Uncensored. I'm like, holy crap. Okay. There's one way not to, get a fight, and that's to talk shit to the fucking boss man.
That's right.
And you're just going to embarrass the promotion at that point. So
that's right.
We're just not going to do it. And I'm like, well, whatever. I mean, it was fun for a little bit. It kept us busy during, the first couple months of quarantine, and it was whatever. But, if let them do their thing, and, I've moved on from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to.
I'm over it. They're just not good people, and we'll just let them do their thing.
There's always a limit how you promote a fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you need to go over the top and trash people out and call this and call that, and then it's not promoting no more. Then you're trashing the promotion, the fighters. It looks bad both ways.
There's just certain boundaries.
There's a limit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's not give them any more airtime.
Right. I totally agree. Next question, Fuller.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Here we go.
Well, a train must be going by at Jeffrey's house.
Oh, my God. Freaking train.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard.
What I want to know is, we'll see you in the ring anytime soon, Sheena.
Yeah.
It's looking like November is a good month.
Really? Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. We can't hear you, Jeffrey. It sounds like you're stuck in a bucket. Is there a train coming? You don't know. All right, whatever, Anthony. We'll carry it. We'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go it. But no, I moved. So I'm trying out a couple different gyms where I'm at, and just getting settled, getting structured, getting some things.
There's a reason why you moved?
It's tired of Michigan.
Yeah,
tired of Michigan,
Yeah.
After a while, everybody started dying on me.
So where you at now?
I'm at a undisclosed place in the south. For
Michigan or Ohio?
No. I'm not. I'm not Michigan.
Ohio.
No. I left the state of Michigan about a month ago. I'll explain to you in private. Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
Can't really say where I'm at just yet, but
came to Ohio, huh?
No, I would never go to Ohio.
Yeah. I'm trying to move. I got it's not plans yet, but long term, I want to open another gym. I'm not decided whether it's gonna be in Toledo or in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend, my cousin in Cleveland was on the Renzo Gracie too. He's because of him. That's how I met Renzo Gracie. You know what I'm saying?
I think Cleveland would just be a better area.
I think so. I ran 2 gyms like 5 years ago in Toledo, and it was a big hit. You know what I'm saying? And
but
now,
there's nothing around there anymore, as far as like training fighters and people. I mean, all you're going to have is Detroit, and the rest of Ohio's dying out. You'd be good to go. You'd be good to go to Cleveland, because then you got Erie, and then you're real close to Penn, and you're not that far away from New York either. And then you can even pull in and pull down from Canada when they have all their stuff. So
I told my cousin, once this gym starts running and take care of himself, not gonna do the crossover, you know what I'm saying? Because he could do the gi jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, could do the no gi. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cleveland sounds good, Sheena. I think Cleveland sounds good.
I like Cleveland. It's 1999.
It's kind of weird because you guys can still talk while the train's going, but it'll knock me off. But you guys can still be live on the show.
Yeah, because we're not there. Hello.
Yeah, right. Well, it's StreamYard,
it's your connection.
It's
not
on the
ours.
internet. Yeah, you could totally go away completely, and Anthony would just be like, whatever.
Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate it.
Sheena was like, we could carry over, forget him.
Just giving me crap.
Sheena, I have one question to ask you. What is it like to be in the corner of any professional fighter as a cut man and deal with what you got to do? You got to be professional at what you do. So how is it?
Yeah,
how does it work out for you?
Every fighter's different. Knowing the fighter, I mean, when it's a friend or just you, every fighter's unique. So how I react is depending on the fighter I'm going in there with. Just like Elvin, not long ago. Okay, Elvin. All right, he's one, and I don't say anything to Elvin. I don't say anything. I just, very lightly, boom, boom, boom. Some fighters are in there, and they're just Bobby Taylor. He was great. His face was blowed open everywhere, and it was bloody all over. And like even the refs giving me sideways looks, going, man, I don't know, that's pretty close.
He don't look good.
Right. Bobby's just like, I'm like, oh, you're fine, I got you, and blah blah blah. Nice, calm voice, you know what I mean? But here, I don't know this guy from the hole in the ground, but maybe in a fighter, it's like, that's my job, to get you to the next round. Right. And that's why Mr. Feldman hires me, to keep these cuts closed, to keep the action going. And that's exactly what I do. And it's like exactly what I did with that fight. It went to decision. He got cut early in the first round, and I kept that thing closed for, the whole 5 rounds. And he ultimately got that win decision. Right. And even after, his debut, his coach came up to me and he's like, Bobby fought that fight and he won that fight, but he won that fight because of you. And I don't know, and you just kept it. And that's awesome. That is awesome. Because a lot of times cutmen, they can kind of just go unappreciated a little bit. And just
big time. A lot of time.
Doing their job.
A lot.
And stuff like that. So as far as it, what is it like for me? I love it. It's out of all the jobs I've ever done, it's my favorite because it's so important, and I get to help people. I get to help get them.
And you do it well.
Thank you.
It's amazing. The last bare knuckle fight was actually the first one that I saw live, because everything else was always online, whatever. That was my first one live. Let me tell you something. I was in the edge of my seat. They were like, holy shit, what I'm saying? But you were so cool. You were very professional, very poised. You look like you look like you were doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You knew exactly what to do, how to do it. Yep. It's like you said. People don't appreciate a cut man. People don't understand that the important cut man is gonna be the difference between stopping the fight or that fighter continuing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
And,
for sure.
and when you have a good cutman, they're able to take the blood out and fix him. As good as it can
So
be
different.
for him to
Just like
continue.
Helen.
That makes a big difference, man.
It does.
That makes a
Just
big difference.
Just like Helen. Helen just commented, Cutwoman. Helen's fight. I was Helen's cutman for that fight with Misfit. And that went to all rounds, and Helen had a couple cuts on her eye, and the blood was going in her eye. Woo. And I was arguing with the doctor in between rounds to keep the fight going because he wanted to stop it.
I saw that.
Right.
So I quit. So the reason why Helen had a big mouse on her eye is because I quit treating it with the end swell and I let it puff up so the blood would run down the side of her face instead of in her eye. And that's how I got that's
makes sense.
That's that next level shit right there. You know what I mean?
That it is. Makes sense.
Because it's doctors. That's my job is basically,
awesome.
Keep the fighter in, keep the fighter safe, take care, treat the fighter, and and then I work with the doctors. And we have some great doctors at Bare Knuckle. Cool. I mean, we're really blessed to, have, some great high level combat sports, licensed physicians that are ringside that don't want to stop the fight. Constantly when there's they don't get freaked out. And I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot as well in my travels working Cutman. I used to work for Alliance, and then I also have worked Cutman for Glory Kickboxing as well. So every doctor's different. They're different.
It seemed as short. Ben Knuckles been around. It seemed that all the fighters look up to you, respect you, love your job.
I don't know if they look up to me. I'm just.
Well, they do, Sheena. They do.
Oh wait,
They do.
You just don't know that. They do.
Yeah. They appreciate your work. They appreciate not the person you are and your attitude. That makes a big difference because you could have a great cut man and he could be an asshole personality wise. Nobody's gonna like him. You see what I'm saying?
And just like Stitch, if you've ever met Jacob Stitch, he's the sweetest man ever. You know what I mean? And he treats all the fighters, the men and women, like they're his damn kids, and he really does. You know what I mean?
If it's something I hear time and time again about you, it's like, wow, you talk to Sheena, it's like you know her forever. You know what I'm saying? She's
got that kind of. I ain't no fake bullshit over here.
Yeah. There's not one person I haven't heard that. It's like when you talk to Sheena, you cannot fall in love with her because the minute you meet her, it's like you knew her. Like it feels like you knew her forever, and that's something. I've just
been around.
Yeah,
and I'm not an asshole. I'm not
and as a fighter, that makes them comfortable to be around you.
Hey, Sheena. What? Sheena, before we continue, I want to say something that Scott Burke just mentioned. He wants to congratulate you. He said, congratulations to Miss Sheena. She is the 2020 Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame Person of the Year. Ceremonies will be scheduled for November, so congratulations to Sheena.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
That threw me for a loop when that was announced. I'm like,
and that's going to be history too.
Oh, it is. And definitely. I wish my dad was alive to see it. He'd be so proud of me. It's so awesome. I mean, Mort Goldsmith was he was the person of the year last year, and I forget who it was before then, but I mean, it's just like I'm going in the Hall of Fame with all these freaking badass people in here. I'm just thinking like I'm just me, man. I mean,
you're badass too. Shut up.
I'm just like
So you have to be a fighter to be a badass. You're a badass. And what you do,
I just
you
love
do a great
sport, man.
You do a great job.
And, and I care, and I do. I mean, I'm a lifer. And
it shows by your job. It shows the way you do the job.
And I've done everything, too. I've been a professional licensed referee, professional licensed judge. I hold a professional matchmaker's license in Michigan. I've worked athletic commission. I've worked for the UFC. I've been a promoter, a cutman, bare knuckle,
Unbelievable.
Managed fighter, you know, I mean.
And you're still young. And you're still young.
I guess, I don't know. I feel like I'm a fucking 102, man. I mean, like Muay Thai years. All right, you know how like dog years?
Yeah,
like, you know, every 1 second.
Right.
Muay Thai every 1 year is like a decade for normal people. Yeah. So I'm at least.
That is true.
I'm at least 40 years old in Muay Thai.
Right.
and then we'll add it on to the.
Right. Crazy.
So when there's a fight schedule, like a promotion you go to, do they pick the cutmans, or do you guys work it out, working different?
They usually pick on like for Glory. Glory, they use a team. They use the same team, the same two people repetitive over again. You know, they'll reach out to you ahead of time and make sure that, hey, you're available. Or usually we'll get a whole schedule for the entire year, which is really helpful. And then we know exactly where we're going and the dates, so we can mark them all off. Other events, it's usually just a promoter giving you a call. They try to use the same people.
Right.
Bellator, they have their own team of cutmen. You see the same people. The UFC cutmen, I mean, they're all exclusive signed to UFC. That's why That's why nobody knows who most of them are, because they can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
they can't go anywhere else.
Only reason I know you is because I saw you when you were at the Hell in a Misfits fight. That's the first time I've ever saw you do your work, and I admired you, what you did with those fighters.
Oh, that was a fun fight night that night. On top of, I already love Biloxi, Mississippi. I love the Mississippi people, you know, the people in the crowd, but I got to watch Helen come in for her debut, her first fight, and nobody knew who she was.
Wow.
And that was awesome. And I had Johnny Bedford behind me that's just like, Misfit's gonna eat this girl alive and blah blah blah. And I'm like, Helen's fucking mean, dude. Are you sure? I was like, watch it. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be close. You're full of shit. You don't know nothing. No. I'm like, all right, drunk Johnny Bedford, but as the fight went on, he looked at me and he was just like, God damn. I'm like, I know.
That's right.
Cool.
Have you ever been Johnny's cut man?
I don't think so. I've known Johnny for a while. No, I've never been his cut man. I've never been his cut man. I saved his UFC gloves from getting stolen, like back in 2013, and came to our MMA show for the event. Well, he had his UFC gloves in the back. He wanted to fight with them, and I'm like, I was coordinating the show, and I was like, commission person then. I'm like, I don't fucking care, Johnny. Wear your shit. Don't cheat,
Right.
Don't cheat with whatever you're doing. Sure, yeah. I don't give a fuck. Wear your fucking gloves. I don't give two shits, man. Go ahead. It's like, well, that's how I would like run shows and crap back then. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't care, man. Don't cheat. If I catch you cheating, then fuck, man. Don't be stupid, okay? I'm not fucking stupid. Don't try to take me for some dumb shit, and we'll be all right, okay?
Yeah.
We good. All right.
I love this girl. She's out. She got it.
Oh fuck,
I can see you cussing a ref and a doctor out right now during a match when you're trying to.
I never do, because I've been a ref. The only ref I would cuss out would probably be like Tim England, out there in Kansas City. Like, I don't like that guy. I don't think he should ever ref women again, ever. He's horrible. He's been my ref 2 times. He was not good.
Yeah.
He's the only ref I'll ever speak on. Everybody else, man, you're cool as shit. They got a hard ass job, so
Well, next time you have him in the ring, just accidentally hit him. Say, "Ooh, I didn't mean to do that."
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I already do that with Wayne Spinona and Big Dan Mergliana. So.
Right.
It's so funny. Every time I see Big Dan, like, they'll all have they'll be like having their little powwow by the ringside, but before the show starts, or just in the hotel lobby, anything. And all I have to do is say, "Look at that asshole!" Dan's the first one to turn around every fucking time. Every time. So I call him my favorite asshole, and he's such an awesome
cool.
man. He's such a great referee, and I'm so glad that we have him there. With at Bare Knuckle, these guys. I mean, Wayne, Bill Clancy, Big Dan,
Right.
any of the other refs, they've done such a good job of transitioning over to this new sport. You know what I mean? Because it's different. It's different.
It is.
It's not kickboxing. It's not boxing. It's not MMA.
That's
it's
right.
bare knuckle fighting. So
it's totally unique.
It's like all these different rules and together, and these guys have done such a good job with regulating, and keeping these athletes safe in the ring and adapting to the new rules. It's like no mistakes. All their calls are great. So I mean, hats off to those guys, because that's some super cool shit. That's my eyes. It's.
Well, I could tell you a lot of refs I hate in the UFC. There's two of them I hate in there, and I can't say no names because I'm gonna keep it professional right here. So
it's tough. It's tough because
why? Why? Just fucking say it. You're gonna keep it professional. You didn't keep it professional when you're like, I got these two UFC refs. Fuck those motherfuckers. I ain't gonna say their name.
You know him, Sheena. You know him. He's the one that messed up that fight a month ago.
Everybody knows all the. They ref the fucking UFC. Herb.
Yeah.
Herb Dean.
Yeah, Herb's the man. I mean, we all know.
He's cool. He's cool. I mean, it just sometimes it's tough when you're in the moment to call out a shot like that, and they might say it was too late or it's too early or shouldn't
it's
stop
always
it.
something.
It's always something, man.
I was reffing a fight this one time, and it was a professional MMA, and these guys were on the cage, and the guy was out on his feet. He was out. But
no way.
But he was like this, but that's how he froze.
Right.
You know how they can freeze, he froze. And I got in and I stopped it, and holy shit, hell broke loose, and people were freaking out.
Because they thought he was not hurt.
Right. They're like, yo, what the fuck, ref? Call. I had.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear to God, they was gonna probably want to climb the fucking cage. His coaches were pissed off and everything, until the dude just fell over after it, and I had to catch him halfway, and he's still like this, knocked out.
He froze.
He was just standing up because I seen his eyes roll. Right?
Yeah.
You can't see that from a coaching corner. You can't see that from the TV. No. You can't see it from the crowd. So sometimes there's certain things that the ref will see because we're so close.
That's
and we're right there, and we can, we're trained to look at different body language. Like your knees buckling and your equilibrium and all this stuff. So it's difficult sometimes, but that's a really good example of if you're not in there and you don't see it, then. It's one of those things.
It's hard to judge. It's hard to judge when you're judging it from the outside, not really knowing what's going on right there in front of your eyes.
For sure. Like the guy I was reffing, they were light heavyweights, and they weren't some shitty light heavyweights either. They were good in shape, 205 pounds, 6'2". I mean, that guy could have took a couple more shots, and he could have fucking died if I wasn't doing my damn job. You know what I mean? So. It's when other people's lives is your responsibility, man. I mean,
you take it serious,
You do, and at the end of the day, I mean, if losing a fight is the worst thing in the world, then
no big deal.
Then your life really isn't that fucking bad. It's better. It's better than dying. How many incidents? That's my deal. We see people that are.
I'd rather
in a fucking coma. Fighter dies after he's shot, dude. I'm like
exactly. I'd rather a referee stop the fight. You know what I'm saying? Than me getting hit more than I should, and then like you said, end up with a coma, brain dead. I mean, so I'd rather. I'd rather. Yeah, and then I mean, you either lose a fight or not fight forever. Which one you want?
Oh, it's not, like my old fighter friends, like Dan Severn and Gary Goodrich. Holy fuck, has anybody talked to any of these guys lately? They can't remember shit half the fucking time, and they got such a fucking lisp and everything. Like, this shit's scary, man. Just, forever. I mean, the only reason you should hate a ref is if he doesn't call shit and let people get beat the fuck out of. then
right.
call his ass out. They call
Well,
it
Keith,
too soon. Well,
Keith isn't the only one.
I know.
I'll explain that. I'll explain that later. But
I
see,
know. That's all right.
why I
He
wanna-
refereed a lot of my fights in New York. I know, Keith.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a hard fucking job. So it's
It is.
That's why I wanted to bring like you on here. I got Stitch coming on next week. I got Bill Clancy. They can explain to the fans what it's like to be in the ring.
That's
to
right.
see what they
Crazy job.
see and what we don't see. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
but maybe I'm wrong about Keith. Maybe I saw something that I didn't see what he saw.
Whatever. Maybe Keith
you know,
just fucked up that night, and we can just let it go.
They say he was
Yeah,
drinking.
because you know what? Like Sheena say, on top of that, a referee is a human being too. We make mistakes too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all make mistakes. Everybody does. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's not.
Let's not burn them at the fucking stake. Just let them go.
Yeah, you cannot expect for a referee to make the right call all the time. That's not being realistic.
You're right.
If he's doing it, if he's not constantly fucking up and shit all the time, just let the dude go, whatever.
Right. Right.
Just save it for internet troll to be like, he's the best ref ever. You'd be like, oh, this one time in 2020, April this, that, fight,
right.
and then you look like a fucking weirdo, So just let it go.
Yeah, and that's all they remember. That one time. That's it.
I know. That's it.
Right.
Oh, for sure. So we got the Daytona card coming up here for.
Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome
for Bare Knuckle. I mean,
it's gonna be awesome. Great card, great guys. Can't wait.
First show during the pandemic in Florida, so it'll be interesting to see how they're doing things there. I know that they are paying out the ass for all these. There's so much stuff that just
now there's different regulations and rules.
It's not even that. It's like, okay, all your coaches and your fighters have to have COVID testing. All right, those are at least minimum $125 each. They have to pay for COVID cleaning of the venue. You have to pay for your staff, production staff. They got to hire, people from like the health department and the CDC and extra commission people, and like even the water. Even the water, they're not allowed to go buy their own water at the store and bring it to the venue.
Really?
They have to pay for special COVID clean like water. I swear to fucking God, I'm not even.
God.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
And then like your lodging for people, like lodging's like double for every, and then you can't even have hotels at like over 30% capacity, and then it's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a lot.
So right. But these, your BKFC staff, like these guys are working their asses off, going through all these logistics, jumping through all these hoops, and doing all this stuff to bring, to put these shows on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To just stay up there, keep their fighters busy, and keep giving the fans fights, and So I mean, if you talk to any of them anytime soon, man, I mean, just tell them you appreciate them. And,
say thank you. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Say thank you, because right now it's only the big shows and people putting on fights right now. You know what I mean? I've only seen Bellator. Bellator just had one. I mean, of course, you got the UFC over on the Apex in the middle of Vegas. And then we have like LFA that's like, on an Indian reservation and, South Dakota on UFC Fight Pass, and then like some shitty boxing shows, and that's it. So, I mean, these guys are grinding their asses off. We're really looking forward to the Daytona show. It'll be great to see Kendall Grove coming back out. I know.
Oh my God, I haven't seen him for years.
Yeah, I haven't seen
from the UFC. I haven't seen him for a long time. Wow.
Yeah. Kendall Grove. I haven't seen Kendall Grove since he fought Bruce Alamansky. I don't know. I don't speak Polish, but Bruce. Sorry, I slaughtered the last name, but this is why I'm not a fucking announcer. But anyways, Since him and Bruce had their fight down actually in Biloxi, and that was I actually think that that was a year ago today. Right. August 25th, I think it was Bare Knuckle 2. That's when Britton Hart fought Beck Rawlings. Tony Lopez fought Jimmy Jennett. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a great card, big show, big names. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yep. And anybody watching?
As you guys know, if you look,
Hey,
Say what?
have you seen my spots? My spots for next week. The fighters I have Joey coming on next week.
Yeah,
I
saw it.
got the two refs, the CUTMAN and Abby. And Reggie was already on, but he wants to come back on. So it's going to be a big show the next couple of weeks before.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
The bare knuckle fight. So I think Sheena froze.
Yeah. Now it's her turn.
Her train went through 2 blocks away.
I think your train went to her side.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, we're trying to get this new internet where they have it's military style satellite, which it points to the outer space. It goes to space.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully that satellite will work better. It does because it vibrates our mobile home. So that's why it keeps going out. So there's Sheena's back. Hang on. Yeah, she makes fun of me. We'll see about this.
what do you say about that? Whatever. Your fucking train was so fat it was shaking it all over man. What the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? It must be a big train because it took everything out.
Yeah. I told Fuller his train went to your side.
Fuck that train.
You can't blame my train.
Yeah. Reading over
Don't
here in
blame
the
my
comments, Ron Geller. What am I getting down? What am I getting down where, Ron? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Justin Sims, Titan FC 4th COVID era show. I mean, good for fucking Titan, man. Titan FC, they've been around for a little bit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Eric Lozano coming to Bare Knuckles September 11th. Absolutely. If you guys don't know who
I
Eric
got him
Lozano
interviewed
is,
too.
yeah, Eric, yeah, he's fighting Lorenzo. Is that Hunter Hood? I don't know. There's fucking two of them, and they're both black. One's from Chicago, and the other one's from Florida. But anyways, I think it's I don't know. They both need to start
I'll
with an
pretend I
H.
didn't hear that one.
Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. They can't pull a race card on me. I'm from Flint. Fuck off. But yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I got Eric coming on my show.
Mm.
I'll bring you on it.
Eric is great.
Week, so
Eric is
I'll
great.
bring you on it too.
And yep. I'm looking forward to see Eric. Eric is a veteran. He's got pro boxing and boxing, and he just loves to fight. And he is perfectly built for this sport. And he's going to have a fabulous debut. And the whole bare knuckle world will know who Eric Lozano is after this fight.
That's right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were supposed to have Jason Fish come finally. Jason Fish, he's another guy from Michigan. He was actually signed to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship a year ago, and then the COVID hit. And unfortunately, with again this COVID-19 pandemic, moving around and these budgets and all this crazy. I mean, we're looking forward to the October show, so we will finally see Jason Hookland Fish in the squared circle. And I mean, I'll tell you what, he is mean. If you've seen pictures of him, oh my God, you could eat oatmeal out of his traps. All right, he's a mean son of a bitch, and I mean his nickname is Hookem. Okay, it's Hookem. He's a pro boxer, a pro MMA fighter. He was never really a good grappler. Never liked to cuddle, man. He just likes to get in there and throw bombs. Oh yeah, he's a brawler. You can't put him down either. It's great. It's gonna be. I mean, blood will fly with that. It's.
You're working, right?
Yeah, I'll be. I don't know which corner, whatever, but I will bring extra bottle of adrenaline for that card. His fist is like the size of my head. He's a big boy.
Damn.
He's a heavy dude.
Yeah.
That's a fight. That's a fight for you right there, Anthony. You get on the ring with him.
Oh,
hey
God.
man, I'm only 5'1", I'm not a big guy.
Oh yeah. Hook 'em, yeah.
170. That's my weight class. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, we like to hang around 235 with fish. So
Yeah.
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 He's a big boy. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to that, and hopefully, when some of this pandemic goes away, it'll be great. I'm pretty sure after the election, it's gonna kind of smooth out a little bit.
Mysteriously, it's gonna disappear.
It's gonna go away
She's
a little
voting
bit.
for Trump. Watch. She's voting for Trump. Watch.
It don't matter who we vote for, but yeah, I'll be voting for Trump. I like him. I think he's the asshole America needs. It's like that asshole dad that people grew up with, but they grew up to be a good fucking adult and good human because they had this asshole dad giving them shit. That's how Trump is. You need to fucking, come in here and get shit done. So, I mean, I like that guy. I don't like any of them, but I hate him.
Right.
So
Yeah. No, I hear you.
All right.
Am I fighting or working cuts in Daytona? I will be working cuts in Daytona. Hopefully, I will be fighting this little blonde girl with fake boobs in November. So we'll see how that goes. But that should be fun. But yeah, Justin, I'll be I'll be working cuts at the Daytona show. So looking forward to that. If you see me, come and say hi because I don't always recognize everybody, and I'm usually in work mode, and I just so focused on my job. Right. So if I'm walking by and you recognize me and you wave and I wave, I'm like, I'm sorry. That's
say hi.
Yeah. Say hi. Stop.
I'm not saying
You're not bugging me. You're not bugging me.
Right.
Say hi.
I'm the same way when I'm in public. I tell people all the time, listen, don't think I'm mean. Say hi. You know what I'm saying? I say hi back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm the nicest son of a bitch ever. Say hi. You ain't bugging me. I don't care. I'm gonna say hi.
I'm a people person. I like to talk to people.
Right. And it's always creepy right after.
I want you to turn around and look at the camera. And say, "Hey, Fuller Broadcast," for me on the TV. Just look at the TV when you go live.
Oh, look at the TV. I'm like the camera.
No, just turn around. Say, Fuller Broadcast.
Oh, boy, Jeffrey.
I tried.
Too much.
I tried.
He's too much, Sheena.
I try to ignore the cameras when I'm there and I'm working because I'll get anxiety and have an anxiety attack. Like, oh my god. I just like to think it's like me and 5 people just doing our thing all night. And I try to avoid the boom cameras. Sometimes they run into me and I trip on their cords and shit. We try to work that out. Well, it's like a process. You meet your camera dude and be like, okay, all right, in between rounds, which side do you want to go on? All right, this side. Well, here, I'm going to go. He going to go. I'm going to go here. And then when I come out, I'm going to tap you on the shoulder. I'm going to let you know that I'm coming around you so you don't whiz around and fucking hit me with this big-ass fucking fat camera in my face. I got stitches up here from an event a couple years back. Some guy dropped one of those big cameras on my head.
Ooh,
yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it fucking sucked. I was bleeding. I was in the back. The doctor was giving me stitches, I didn't even fight. I didn't even fight that night. I was trying to think, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, I was a judge.
The camera.
Yeah. And the camera dude drops the camera on you.
Did it fall on you? Did it fall on you or he just hit you?
No, it fell on me. Yeah, the fucking clip fell off and the fucking camera fell on my head and I had to go get stitches in the back row during intermission with the other fighters.
Yeah, so go to show you.
You can't say nothing that knocked you out.
No, it didn't, but of course it didn't because it was on the front of my forehead.
Yeah, no.
It's really hard to get a hit here and not get knocked out unless you're Cyborg Justino and get your shit caved in by a knee at Bellator.
Yeah,
that was the only time I've seen that.
That was nasty.
You know what I mean, that was nasty. Yep, this is the hardest surface of your whole body.
Yeah,
that's why some of these guys, you'll see them put their chin down,
ducking down. That's right.
Right. Well, hi, Mr. Man. Hello. Now that can't be your kid, Jeffrey. That kid's way too cute to be yours. You didn't make that.
No. He's pointing at you.
Yeah, I know. All right, see you. Yeah.
It's got to be the hair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's
no,
ready
I
to go to
think
bed. He's been up.
that's his cute face. Yeah, I'll be ready to go to bed here too. Y'all got me over here on East Coast timing.
Yep.
Bullshit.
So before we get back here, what all the fans, the fighters, your sponsor, what would you like to say to us?
Well, I ain't got no damn sponsors right now.
I'm my own sponsor. I'm my own
You
sponsor.
I'm your
My own damn sponsor. Goddamn sponsor. I mean, just thank everybody. Thank our fucking. Thank you, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, for keeping me busy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I am so blessed, and I am so, humbled to be able to work right now and go and have a job when there's so many people chomping at the bit.
Mhm.
Everybody's been up forever. You know what I mean? Feldman, he always takes care of his fighters and his staff, and he makes sure we're all good. So, shout out to that dude. I mean, he might as well be a freaking sponsor. I mean, just the way he treats everybody. He's really awesome boss. I don't really got too much after that. Fight Bananas. I know it's another podcast. Check them out. Oh yeah, CBD fusion products. If you haven't, I know you said you're at the last event, Anthony. If you haven't tried their CBD infused alkaline sports water, gotta try it. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. You can't buy alkaline water too many places. On top of it,
Right.
they figured out how to take CBD and make it water soluble and put it in. So it's like you got this super recovery water with all the benefits of alkaline water.
Nice.
And if anybody doesn't know the benefits of alkaline water, go look it up and Google your hearts out, because it's basically like the elixir of fucking life, and everybody should drink it. So rock on with that. Thank you, Scott Burt, Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame, and the Police Gazette for everything they do for as far as recognizing their fighters and their inductees. If you haven't got a chance to check out the new medallions for the next Daytona show with the 9/11 tribute theme to him, if you don't know Scott Burt, he hand makes all these medallions every single bare knuckle event, and they always have a theme that either relates to the place they were going or something going on at that time. The last medallions had the little plague doctor. This one's beautiful. Original cast, John L. Sullivan's got a little American flag on it. Absolutely beautiful. So, and all the past ones too. So, a shout out to them and, all their hard work and everything, they do to, keep the history alive and, just keep sharing that shit with us, man. And that's awesome. And I appreciate it. So, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Anthony, having me on tonight. And
it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure and an honor, Sheena.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll have to do it again. We'll have to do it again sometime.
We will. We'll get Vince on here too. So
yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome too. He's awesome. I like Vince. Yeah,
whatever.
like
He's
Vince.
ugly. You don't want him on your show. Shit. You think your shit's freezing up now because of the train?
Right.
That's not my fault.
Fucking with you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you for being
You're
on
welcome.
the Fuller broadcast. Hope to have you on here soon, and we'll be seeing you September 11th for your bare knuckle fight. And congratulations on
not fighting. I'm working. I'm working.
Oh, she's working. She's working.
Yeah, I'm working corners. I'm not fighting on September 11th. Yeah, no. Nope.
I mean, you're working. I know.
Yeah. Well, you said my fight. And I'm like, I'm not fighting. No. Nope, I am. I'm
talking bare knuckle.
It's okay. I know. But for the fight, hopefully, I will have an announcement later on this fall, and I'll be able to get that fight. But this next upcoming bare knuckle event, I'm doing what I do best, and that is working corners and getting fighters to the next round, and keeping those cuts closed, man. So, see everybody again, and just a reminder, gotta download that bare knuckle app at BKTV. I did mine. Did you? Well, because that is the only way to watch the fight. This
Yeah,
afternoon,
yeah. No, it was
fight,
awesome, man. I loved it. I loved
just
it.
give it the ad, and it's like $4. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for the whole month. It's no big deal. Yeah.
It's fucking $4. I mean, that's how much you pay for a premium cup of coffee at Starbucks. So go download the app. There's tons of content on there, and hey, man, that's how you're gonna watch these fights here coming up.
Worth it. It's worth it.
You know, right in a little bit. Don't wait last minute. You know, get it now, and yeah, for sure. But all right, y'all have a great evening. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
I appreciate you. Get that kid to bed, and well, we got to get this closed for the next train comes by in a minute.
Right.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sheena. Right. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
That was awesome.
All right, guys. You heard it from Sheena Starr. She's inducted to the 2020 Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame Person of the Year.
Well deserved.
Her ceremony will be in November.
Well deserved.
She's going to be she's a cut woman, a cut man, which is going to be September 11th. You'll see her with a couple fighters, and I'm glad to have her on my show. She has an outstanding career, so hopefully we'll see a lot more of her the next 20, 30 years. So, what do you think about, we want to talk about the refs before we get off here. She made a good point of how the refs are handling their jobs in the ring.
Yeah.
So basically, we're seeing what we see on the screen.
No, on the outside.
Which is, basically.
It's not fair because, when you're a ref, you see two sides of the story. What's going on the inside and how you see it from the outside. And not always the same thing. That's why there's always a lot of conflict with how you saw things from the outside and what he's seen. The truth is somewhere in the middle. He might call a bad call, might not. But you're not seeing everything right there front and center. You know what I'm saying? So I had the privilege to work as a referee and a guest judge for many years in New York. So I know exactly what that is. It's a very hard job. It's not easy. And you're being either a judge or a referee, you try to make the best call possible. And not always that's the case because as a human being, you also make mistakes too. Whether you call the fight a little bit too early or too late or it's not always going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But as a human being, you try to make the best call possible and just give the ref the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? They're there to protect the fighters and do the best job they can,
That's true. So actually, we're going to hear from a couple of refs and cutmans next week. Stitch, Duran, and Bill Clancy will be on my show next week.
Nice.
So we'll hear a little bit more about what they have to say and what they got some stories to.
And those two gentlemen, those two gentlemen been on sport for a long time. They have plenty of experience, a lot of stories to tell us, and you could hear from somebody with that experience and that history what it takes to be a referee because it's not easy. It's not easy. All
right, guys. So I got a couple announcements and sponsors to thank real quick. I'd like to thank Steve the Hitman Tyson for making my our shirt for our show, Fuller 24/7. We should have some more shirts and hats coming here within a few months. Appreciate you helping us out, Steve. And also,
thank you, Steve.
make sure you guys go to the Bare Knuckle app, download the application so you can watch the fights. Don't miss no fights. Don't wait till the last minute.
I got mine already.
I do too. I got it right here on my screen ready to go. So, and also, I'd like you guys to go to this website when you get a chance. I'll tell you all about the belts, past, present, and future. This is Scott Burt. He likes to help out Bare Knuckle Championship. If you go to this www.bareknuckleboxinghalloffame.com, just look at it. Just go on that site, look at it, and see all the info they got, neat things. I love the belts they got. I mean, the actual chain necklace they got. The flags you were talking about. I wish I could have one of those. That's real nice.
It's awesome.
It's going to be a special. Yeah, so I can't wait for that. And also, I like to thank D&D Baits. Remember, guys, whoever was on my show tonight, I'm going to pick 10 names. 2 winners are going to win some baits from D&D Baits. So Thursday night, I will be making an announcement with my co-host, Anthony the Cruz. And we'll go from there. And it was a great show today. You don't fish, man. Anyway.
I fish in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, we fish. You know, say we don't use the rod. We use the can with a string. We do it old school. You know.
Yeah, no, that was back in the 50s, 60s, probably. So.
Yeah, well, I was growing up. That's how we fish.
All right, so I appreciate everybody that watched my show tonight. Helen, Jeff, Steve Tyson, Sheena Starr, thank you for being on our show. We have Justin Sim, everybody that came and watched. Appreciate you guys being on my show and watching. And I'll be having more exciting refs, fighters, you name it. They'll be coming here the next couple of weeks. We got big events coming up. It's going to be a really long week, Anthony, so I hope you get some sleep while you're doing your training also. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching the full broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews, media coverage. I interview MMA, boxing, IKF, kickboxing, Muay Thai, bare knuckle up, baby. And message me if you guys want to be on my show. Have a good night. Thank you, Anthony Cruz.
My pleasure, my friend.
Music.
Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest